Hey guys, my name is Bailey, and as you know, I am a Pampered Chef consultant. I wanted to demonstrate a product that I just recently discovered. We've sold it for quite a while, but of course I was stubborn and refused to try it out, and I don't know why, but I always do that. And then I see someone else using it and I realize how awesome it is and how important and valuable it is to my cooking, whether it saves time or saves money, and it is the close and cut. So we've had this project out for a couple of seasons now, and I saw it and I thought, what's the big deal? I don't really cut cherry tomatoes in half very much. I don't really cut grapes in half very much. I don't use those mozzarella balls very much. You know, my bagels I buy already cut. And then I saw a friend use it on chicken breasts, and it just hit me like, wow, this product is amazing. It is a life changer, and I'm going to share with you what she shared with me, and it makes total sense. It is a great way to cut money, and it's a great way to eat the proper portion size. And so you can take, what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna take 2 chicken breasts and I'm gonna make them into 6 servings. So we all know that nowadays you can buy chicken breasts that are like way too big. You can get 2 or 3 servings out of them. You know, a long time ago, it used to be the chicken breasts were maybe the size of your hand. They were small. Because of everything that they've done today, they're now making bigger chicken breasts, growing bigger chickens or whatever. I don't necessarily like it though, because you know, here I am left with this really thick piece of chicken that takes a long time to cook. It's easy to undercook and it's easy to overcook. You know, you think you might have it cooked because it looks dark on the outside, but it might not be cooked in the inside, and then you might cook it too long because you think this is a really thick piece of meat, and so then it's easy to overcook because you're afraid that you're going to undercook it. So I love using the close and cut to portion my chicken. I'm going to show you how I did it. And I bought this chicken this weekend at the store. Of course, I always shop at Aldi's, and it's $2.29 a pound. I saw some chicken right next to it that was 50 cents a pound higher, and I didn't realize what the difference was until I saw that it was thinly sliced chicken. So save yourself some money, buy the close and cut, and portion your chicken to actual correct portion sizes. So I'm just going to get into my chicken breast here. As you can see, we've got this really big chunk of meat. What we're going to do is we're going to trim off some of this fat and get this to where we've got breast only. It's just going to help it because you guys don't want that gristle and that fat anyway when you're eating. So when you get your chicken breast, what you want to do is you want to trim it up to where you get all the yucky sides off. And honestly, I feed this stuff to my dog, raw chicken. They love it. So this breast is not as bad as I have seen before, but a lot of times you'll have this really thick portion right here, and then it will tail off and it will become really skinny. So when you're cooking, this part, the skinny part, gets overcooked, and the big portion in the middle gets undercooked. But when you do this, you actually portion it correctly so it cooks evenly. You're going to want to take about your palm, and you're going to want to cut that part of the skinny chicken breast off. So what you got here is 1 serving. It's about the same thickness as what this is going to end up being. The fatter portion, it's not fat, but the meatier portion, you're going to want to take that and put that in your closing cut, and this is going to help you. You're just going to put a little weight on it. You're going to slice it with your knife, and you're going to cut all the way through. And what this is going to leave you with is 3 serving size portions that are equal in thickness that are going to cook the same. I'm going to show you again with my second chicken breast. Again, we're just going to cut off these pieces. They're not going to go to waste. We're going to feed that to our dog. If you don't have a dog, you can always put that in the freezer and save it for like chicken stock to make. Anytime you have any kind of leftover veggies, you can always put a little freezer bag. I keep mine on the door, and then I just use it when it gets full to make broth with. So again, I'm going to take my palm. I'm going to cut the thinner side of the breast off. That's 1 breast right there. I'm going to take the thicker side. I'm going to put it in my closing cut. These are spring loaded. I don't know if you can see that on both the underside and the upper side. And you might want to make sure when you're cutting you have a knife that's at least, I think this is 7 inches. This is our chef's knife, which is awesome. It's really sharp too. You're just going to put your weight on it and let your knife slip through, and it's going to cut your chicken perfectly into equal sized portions. So thanks so much. If you guys have questions, I have a group called Adrienne Cooks on Facebook. You can also visit my website. It's Pamperedchef.biz /AJFbailey. Thank you.